nowhere.
Yeah,
welcome to RacingRant, guys.
How you going, Glenn? Time to talk about RHIL, 12th of August. Good looking card, 3 metre rail is a good looking rail, and they finally said good 3, which means firm 1. It tracks fast.
Fantastic, and big mounting yard mail day tomorrow. Stacks of horses, first up, second up, breaks, new horses I haven't seen. Really excited about tomorrow, but big surprise.
I'm super excited about it. I actually think class is going to conquer fitness tomorrow.
Class often conquers fitness. Often. If you're talking about Minari v Seizure Quebec, we see the Seizure Quebec runner every single year, and the Seizure Quebec runner, whoever it is, gets run down by the Minari or the
class
horse.
runner.
The quality horse does zip past the fit horse.
But I'd be more like you'd entertain Seizure Quebec at Randwick, but definitely not RHIL.
Okay, we'll get to that race later.
Yeah.
That'll be in part 2.
Race. That's a great looking race. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, as I say, 3 metre rail, track fast, so on pace preferred. But I don't think you need to be on the fence. Race 1 is a highway. When was the last time? It's been a while since we've seen a highway be race 1.
I think it's the right place for it, guys.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's the right place for it. I think it's been a welcome addition to our racing Saturdays. But I think race 1, nice and early, get the people from the bush in, and they can go home. No one stays in the races.
$5 Lifesaver, $5 Cartel, Danny Williams, where have you been? $6 Another Sin, Debutante, $7 Bulala, $8 Surprise Party, $8.50 Never So Serious, $9.50 And There Is More, $11 Super Tonic, and that does it for the chances in the market. Now,
why is this $5, number one?
Yeah, why isn't it shorter, you mean?
Well, every time we produce a horse, it wins. This horse had 2 starts, 2 wins.
He's got 2 horses, hasn't he? He's got Never So Serious as well.
Well, what I'm saying is every time, I mean, this...
Well, no, Danny Williams is here, so despite the fact that he never wins these highways, he's got to be made room for.
Yeah, he's always juicy in the market, Danny Williams.
By the way, this is a magnificent race.
Oh, it is a good race, isn't it?
Lots of lightly raced things. It might have like real ability. It's,
is this the first unraced horse we've seen in the highway?
I think so.
And it's actually...
I don't remember seeing an unraced horse in the highway.
No.
And number 10 we're talking about, Another Sin. We only commit one 20 times a day. Just another sin.
What is a sin, Glenn?
Oh, God knows. God knows. Yeah,
well, wanking's a sin, so you're right there, Glenn.
Well, I'm sinless.
Oh, we're straight away into
I'm without sin.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So I had the 2 Matthew Dunn horses going forward here, and Another Sin is the wild card, being he seemed to find the lead very comfortably in his trial and beat 2 subsequent winners in the trial, which was most interesting. Zaram Youthful will be doing his best to keep up along the inside there. Prince Jacko, Supertonic and Surprise Party on speed, leaving Balala to go back, Marco Mann to go back, and There Is More to go back, and Cartel did come from the back in his only start, the 3-year-old colt. So I had it going back as well, despite the fact it's got blinkers on and a tongue tie. Glenn.
Oh, the Matthew Dunn bracket here for me. First of all, it's going to be mounting yard mail, because obviously I want to look at Another Sin, and I want to have a real good look at it. I want to have a look at how Cartel's pulled up after that slushing win at Goulburn. But if I'm tipping, I'm saying 1-4-1-6 bracket. You're getting Ty England and Brent Nevdala, so you're ticking boxes there.
Gun back from his, he tweeted a photo of wherever he was relaxing, but there was a hell of a lot of smog there. It was like it was a cityscape like with...
Thailand or something like that, wasn't it?
Was it?
Well, I don't know,
I wouldn't go there for a bet. I'm just going to tip the Dunn bracket. I think it's an easy way to start for me. Bar mounting yard mail, something jumps off the page. Gord.
Very keen on backing number 10, Another Sin.
No country convictions.
I think this is a pretty serious horse. It didn't just beat those 2 things that have since won. It smashed them and wasn't ridden out. Brett Kavanagh is actually starting to really show some form in the bush. And I heard on Sky, well, I actually didn't hear it. I told a mate to take the early price Another Sin because I was going to back it and tomorrow. And he just rang me back then and said on Sky Channel, the trainer Brett Kavanagh just came on and said that it's actually been beating up the Munster. The
Monster, for those who missed that. There's nothing. The trainers love that, don't they? When they've got an open class horse.
It's an unraced horse. It's a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Like it's a 3-year-old, I know.
Yeah,
but
I know,
it's 2. It might be a little rabbit though. Like I'm mounting up mail. I'm all over it.
Well, how'd you go off the telly? Could you see anything there? When you watched the trial?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, but look, it's a horse of great interest here, and I would say 1 and 10 are key runners here.
So the weak link looks a Williams runner, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. It won its first start at home. Gord, I remember you, did you say it was very erratic or inexperienced that day?
Massively
I know you bet in the
inexperienced
race.
and absolutely rattled home.
Yeah, but Jay Collett to Jay Ford.
It was impressive late, but I think
It's a great start to the day. It's a beautiful start.
I don't think you can do that against this opposition and win the race.
Are you more excited about race 1 or race 2? Race 1.
Of course.
Race 2, Mark. Let's get. What are you saying in the first, Mark?
I said 10 from 1.
Okay.
Race 2.
I tell you what, for Mark to find 10 on top there is just another big tick, people. Unload on this thing, it's winning.
Wow. Thought it turned up.
Oh, you're salivating now, G. Pollock, because you can sense there's some.
Got done off. Both coming off
purr.
2 wins. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Race 2, Vaucluse Bay, $2.25 or 5 to 4 in the old.
What do we do with this fucking awesome one?
$4.40 Zorkan, $6 Magical Stance, $9 Not a Gypsy, $11 King Viv, and $15 Multifacets. Long odds the 2 scrubbers down the bottom. And look, steady sort of speed. Vaucluse Bay has to go forward. King Viv has to go forward. Zorkan probably sits where he did the other day. Multifacets pokes up there. Magical Stance is reefed every time, but one day he's going to go forward. Leaving Not a Gypsy back off them. Now, this is the question I had first for this race, Glenn, is, okay, Vaucluse Bay, we've seen what he can do. Surely the dangers have to be the horses that he didn't beat.
I agree with that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it surprised me that the 2 horses that he beat 8 lengths, Zorkan and Magical Stance, are the 2nd and 3rd picks in the race.
I think that's fair commentary, Mark. I think that's fair commentary.
I'm not saying they're hopeless. I'm just saying I thought, well,
He owned them.
yeah.
He doesn't. What about the fact he's going back a little bit in class from an 85 to 80, but he goes up 6.5 kilos? Is this going to anchor this horse?
Oh, no, 6.5 kilos makes them go faster, doesn't it? Depends on how they're ridden. It can make them go faster. Yeah, so look, it's, you know, obviously he had a perfect setup the other day and he did the job in fine style. Tomorrow, he's, you know, it's just going to be a bit different. They're going to, like, imagine Waller's going to be saying to Brown, well, it's gone up 6.5, so, you know, don't make too much use of him. All that shit.
So then where are the dangers? Are we looking at King Viv with a different form? Are we looking at Not a Gypsy going up in distance? Or are we looking at Multifaceted, even though it's had the 4 weeks off, but it's behind collateral there?
King Viv catted that race in Doomben.
Catted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that it's in his favour to have gone there. I would suggest that Multifacets and Not a Gypsy, who fought out the race here last December, when Multifacets loses Megorian, time off is a problem. I thought perhaps leaning to Not a Gypsy is the danger. Fresh.
Yeah. I just can't see the one getting beaten.
I'm going to tip 1 from 4, guys. Yeah. Gord? Just saying 1 win?
There was a bigger moral the other day. There was a bigger moral the other day, Gord.
There's nothing
and it was 380
that can beat it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can beat itself, you know.
It can beat itself, but that's the only way it gets beaten.
2,000 metre man, Maud.
Gord. No, he's betting. He's betting up.
But you know, look, it did beat Albeit Sam.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
The horse is fine.
I was trying to find a reason for it to get beaten, and I couldn't.
Yeah, and the reason is the connections will be conservative because of the weight rise. That's what's going to happen.
All right, Marcus, what are you going to tip us? Not a Gypsy a little bit there.
Yeah, 1 from 6, I said. Race 3, the prelude to the Premier's Cup. Most important prelude. $2.05 Arbeitzem. $5.50 Loyalty Man. $8.50 Leopari, who had the flat tyre the other day. $9 Classic Uniform. $12 Berry Delicious. $12 Gold Ambition. $13 Sultan of Swing. And surprisingly, $34 Centre Pivot.
That is surprising, I agree with that comment.
Don't worry about the bottom one. Now, this is a very, very interesting race because Obviously, Arbite's Arm is looking for the lead, but Classic Uniform is not going to give it to him easily. Loyalty Man posies up. Sultan of Swing is a wild card, as is Gold Ambition with the lightweight and the quick backup. So, yeah, I would say he will have a question asked of him tomorrow, Arbite's Arm.
So you're saying he's not going to truck in front soft?
No. No, what will happen is something like Bishin on Fortinsky on Wednesday, where they'll go, well, no, I want it if you're going to take it.
What about James Innes Jr. and Gold Ambition with 51 kilos? Just
Yeah.
especially seeing the instructions could be there to make sure you don't let this favourite have it, because we've got a tough horse, and then as well as that we've got the stablemate who never gets a chance to win a race, Berry Delicious, in top form.
Different stable, isn't it? You were talking about Warwick Farm connections.
Oh, I am talking about, I do get Berry Delicious. I always think Bjorn's got Berry Delicious. I do apologise. Of course it's Jason.
Gordo.
Look at those confused. Those
Weird preparation with Arbit Sam, and I really don't like T. Clark to Tommy Berry. Don't like Tommy Berry on leaders in particular. Have to have it on top. Don't want to bet against it. Won't be betting in the race.
Gee, there's plenty
same sort of feel for me there, Gordon.
plenty to back in the race. Loyalty Man went like a rocket the other day. It's got gun. It's a perfect run.
And it's the old second start in Sydney.
It's the old 3 weeks off. Michael Moroney, I never train a winner in Sydney.
Okay, what about the fact that Arbite's Arm has not won past 1400?
Yeah.
And probably his best chance was when Vaucluse tailed him
we
up.
both said we thought he'd win, but don't want to back him. You know what I mean?
Look, I've got him on top. I've marked him 5-2.
Shit.
Wow.
Right?
I think the value bet in the race is the one you mentioned earlier, centre pivot. It can be in the finish there, 4th up tomorrow.
Well, it was out of a slowly run race the other day. Look, it hasn't run for a long time. P Rubble's not on my radar, but you know, I can understand why people would entertain him tomorrow.
11 goes at the track for 4 wins as well, which is a big stat.
Distance, 2 starts, 1 win, 1/3.
Fuck, centre pivot, $34. Fuck.
I'm with you, Glenn. If I was going to do anything, it'd be taking the long on centre pivot.
I think it's going to run a race, that's all.
I had a second look at Classic Uniform as well.
Well, you know, Classic
All
Uniform.
morning I've been thinking about Gold Ambition and Berry Delicious Burn Stalemate. Gosh, that fucking says in my head that Jason Coyne.
Even Sultan of Swing is racing really well, and there's T. Clark, who knows Arbite's Arm. Yeah,
You think it's fertile ground?
I think this is a thick race.
Okay, well I'm happy.
You know, I understand the attraction of Arbite's Arm. I think his worst win was his last win.
Okay. Righto. Too good, Mark.
Well, no, I'm saying he is the horse to beat. He is the #1 pick, but he is too short.
So, what was your expected odds for Arbit Sam?
280.
Okay, so you're suggesting that play a few things today.
Yep.
Race 4.
Race 4, benchmark 94, 1100 metres. Here he is back again. $2.90 surplus. $5.50 Badderhov. $7.50 Zestful. The other resuming mare, $8 Den Magic. Sorry, there's another resuming mare, $11, $10 Salida, and another one, $11 Den Per. I missed $10 Petrosian, and it's long odds, no doubt, and Mount Nebo, no doubt coming off the Winx form. Now the speed here is actually Badderhov and Surplus, because it's nothing else. It's a bit of like a bodgy walking race. If I was Ty England, I'd take it up.
If you were Ty England, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Every show. Okay, Glenn, what are we doing here? Huh?
That's right.
Oh, you got to laugh, don't you? Hey, look, I'm in Surplus's corner. I'm a bit embarrassed to say.
Wow.
Every run has been good. What were they doing backing Badderhov in the Ramornie the other day off a 1,000-metre run?
Don't know.
The 1,100 metres is easy to go. If you compare the runs, Surplus and Badderhov had the shitty run. Surplus had the gun run when they clashed.
I think Surplus should win. I will make special commentary that often when I do the form, first thing I look for in a race is who's the best horse in this race, in my opinion. And the best horse in this race, to me, is No Doubt. It's $41. So Obviously, no one expects it to do anything tomorrow. It's got Blake Shin sitting underneath them, 5 lengths away on the fence. Don't be surprised if it gets into a hole.
Yeah, I marked the 20s. I didn't think it was useless. What are we doing with all these resuming mares other than Mounting Yard Mail?
I can't breathe without it, no.
It is Mounting Yard Mail because I am interested in number 2 Zestful and number 3 Den Magic. When I started doing the race,
They're good mares.
I was like, I'm going to be against Surplus here.
Yeah, I know.
And then by the time I'd finished,
it was on top.
it was on top. So,
Well, there's just
you
not
know, when
enough
you said that at
substance.
the start, that was exactly my thought process.
Very
so,
annoying.
Yeah.
Very, very annoying.
That trial was awesome. I think the freshen up and trialling in that kind of style is just a great sign that this thing's ready to get the monkey off its back by being favourite later on in its preparation.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
This is a horse that's never... Yeah, it's a...
It's 2 city wins, a first up.
Well, 4 weeks off and a little trial. Kind of fresh.
It's sort of fresh.
Sort of.
Zestful gets dry track. She didn't see much dry ground in the autumn.
She's a handy little thing. She can fucking
She's an 1100 metre horse and she's a dry tracker.
And stats just awesome. Distance,
Good
first
track.
up.
Yeah, Den Magic has disappointed somewhat in terms of winning, but she's probably a freshie.
Well, you
She's a
notice
freshie.
its first up run last preparation was over the 1,000 metres, which was unsuitable, and got beaten by Dalciello, who was absolutely flying over the 1,000 metres
How
at the
good
time.
was Dalciello going there?
And Glyn.
That's
Glyn. Good Glyn, Dalciello. How can you lose? That's a beautiful day, guys. Just the rest of the show.
beautiful
Let's go to the
day
beach.
and fascinating racing too.
Yeah, I couldn't find the bottom 2 mares. Den per 1100 metres at Rose Hill, no, and Salida, well, it's Newnham, and just...
Remember I used to have the shin cancer? It's gone away. I've got shoulder cancer now. Has
you-
anyone
the
ever had
shin-
shoulder cancer? I've got sore shoulders, both my shoulders. Any doctors out there, or anyone knows about sore shoulders? I don't know why, I haven't hurt myself.
You should swim more.
He's
That's
getting
it?
he's getting straight to
Yeah,
the beach
go to the
after
pool.
this.
Or do you ocean swim or?
Yeah,
do you
I ocean swim.
Oh, okay.
I cheer the sharks. Come and fucking get me. Oh, but I've got shoulder cancer. I can't believe it.
I know, everything's conspiring against
So
you, Glenn.
as soon as something
your
sore,
date with
as
destiny.
soon as something's sore on your
Cancer.
body, it's
Every time.
Yeah.
You know when you occasionally get a sore ball?
Yeah,
Cancer.
yeah.
Then it goes away. Shins were itchy. Cancer. Ingrown toenail.
Cancer. Toe
Lost
cancer.
a tooth the other day.
Yeah.
Cancer. Everything's cancer. It's
You
great.
lost a tooth?
Oh, cracked. It's a cancer setting in.
There you
Anything.
go. That's right. It's
Let's get to race
interfering
5.
with your body.
A big hello to the Cancer Foundation.
Big hello to a couple of the Snowden pin-up horses here, Roaring to Win and Wild and Famous.
Oh, they torturous horses.
Yeah.
Torturous horses.
$4 favourite, equal favourites, Peacock and the Pharaoh, 2 just turned 4-year-olds. $5 Wild and Famous, who had the race taken away from him the other day. $10 no interest, $11 Argent Door, $12 Roaring to Win, $13 Hogmanay, 18 the other 2, Dorf Star and Zara Bay. It is a tiresome collection of horses with perhaps some fresh blood with the gelding of Peacock, who hasn't done a great deal, but looks to have returned in fine style. I had the Pharaoh holding the lead from gate 1, which is not a leader's gate, but I couldn't see what else could happen. Hogmanay will show some speed over the resuming distance. Wild and Famous probably has to push forward, and Zara Bay was ridden forward the other day. I suppose she could be again. It's a bit steady. Glenn, is there something sparking you up here?
Peacock.
DF?
DF. G. Gelding.
I know.
I think it's a talented horse. It's run a lot of races. It's only had 10 starts. It's run 5 races that probably couldn't have done anything in. So I like the booking of Shin on the Godolphin colours. I think it suits it. I think it's clearly top pick, and I think it'll go close to winning. And I was tipping No Interest, who's a mare flying at the moment, to get into a place late.
Yeah, she perhaps just hasn't got the right setup here
Possibly.
in terms of a fast track, and you want the pace to be out wide for her.
Right.
Do you know what
Drag
I
her
mean?
in.
Like, this is just sort of like barriers 1 and 2, just right there. Gord, what do you make of the trials of this horse?
Peacock?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. the
Is it a worry that they've shown it up so much that, you know, they're trying too hard with it?
Stop greying
yes,
us.
it was, because what
I'm allowed to now.
Stop greying.
I got approval since that business 2 weeks ago.
Just stop greying us, okay? Fuck. Them ask you what do you like, you go, I like peacock. That's what really shits me.
everybody knew that this horse had ability, but it was missing something.
Where's its ability? I can't see its
It's
ability.
got ability.
I like its trials. Where is its ability? Show me a run.
Didn't it run? But what I'm saying is, it was carrying on like a pork chop. Like it had stacks of ability and wasn't running to its absolute optimum.
What, the winning the 4-horse race on Anzac Day last year with Jay McDonald swinging around it?
You
know,
mate,
tailing up polemic.
I'm telling you, it's a serious horse.
Taj Mahal, the Taj Mahal's looking like a rock star these days.
Unsuitable 1200
Where is
metres
Taj
at Mooney
Mahal?
Valley, 5 lengths off Malaguera, Blackheart Bark, Sir Dribble, and that was when, so 5 lengths off Malaguera and Blackheart Bark when you're acting like a pork chop.
Bludging.
When you're acting like a pork chop, you
They
come
go like
back,
the
you trial
clappers, you
really
sit
well.
back.
That's the secret to this horse. It's improved dramatically. I'm very keen on backing it tomorrow, particularly because I think that's
agreeing a bit today.
That's just a false price on the Pharaoh. That horse should be a lot
so.
longer.
What are you talking about? The Pharaoh's got the best form in the race.
Oh, really? Yeah, what's it done, mate?
It's like 4th up, and it's going to be right there, and it completely dropped Huey on the inside the other day.
Okay,
On
so,
Rich
so
Heaven?
you're knocking Peacock's form against Group 1 horses, and you're happy to take a midweek win, are you?
What are you talking about? Is that a start on Saturday, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, where's its win? Its win midweek at Canterbury, where it beat Dream I Come Taciturn.
And
Not good
Peacock's win, where's it? Midweek at Randwick.
Okay, you got me there.
In a 6-horse field.
But I'm saying
J-Mac
it's been
was
running
on.
in group races.
Anyway, they're the two chances, but I do favour Peacock. Sorry, the
Big hello
Pharaoh.
to the Snowden runners, 1 and 2, who we haven't even mentioned.
Do we need
But,
to mention
hey,
them? Roaring to Win is just a complete wet tracker.
Can we seriously, can we have a bet here? Because I'm so against the Pharaoh.
Okay.
I'll give
Even
them right.
billion?
Yeah,
Even billion.
Even billion.
Even
Come on,
billion. Well,
even billion.
they are.
You want the Pharaoh too?
Yeah, because I just want to have a bet with you. I'm tipping Peacock. That's just my sickness kicking in. It's called gambling cancer. I got that as well. Is that the end of part 1, Mark?
It nearly is. We just need to tick off on the you've mentioned no interest. Argent Door is
Quick back up.
1350. I had to find some sort of position for it, and Wild and Famous has probably lost his chance. And Roaring to Win, as I say, needs
a bog?
needs a bog. Yeah, it does. That's the end of part 1. Thank you.
exciting.